Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got his man. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So USC's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
He's going for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Branson. Good timing on the quick out. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's 4. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw? There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Johnson looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Gulbranson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's strong.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
USC 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Gain of 9.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Big fella moving. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
2nd and goal coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Showing off the arms. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll
breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Gulbranson. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Gulbranson. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds us back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Harding. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking downfield, it's Gobranson. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker, and most fun position to play in college football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown USC. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He's got it on the run. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll bring it back. Get the return man down on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Got a man. It's strong. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Scanning the field, it's Branson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Harding. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Looking downfield, it's Branson. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Gulbranson. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Stanford quickly shoots it to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got football back to keep that momentum going.
His Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Martin. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Johnson looking to throw. This one's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harding. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's McClain. There he goes.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this